Action.
All right,
So,
welcome
yeah.
to our how we're gonna call it delayed review podcast.
Delayed review. Yes, sir.
Hey, we as usually we're late as fuck. Are we doing it family friendly?
Hey, it's your channel, not mine.
So we're gonna try to contain all that
Mhm.
foul
That-
language. So we're just watching. I'm gonna try to link
Yeah.
Спасибо. Теперь, ебать. Минус 3 нахуй. Хорош. Сдавайтесь, пидори, сука! Будете жить, гандоны! Сдавайся, будешь жить! Сдавайся, уёба! Выходи с поднятыми руками, будешь жить! Там опасный участок слева.
Стій, гранату можна? Надо гранати.
Стой, подожди, я кину.
Гранати закидай.
Подожди.
Піхота підтягується, поможе. Хорошо, давай, кидай.
Да!
Although YouTube is nowhere to be friendly to the gore videos
Yeah.
about special operation soldier operator engaging in close combat with Russian invaders and killing
Three guys. Yeah. That's
Four.
freaking.
four.
That's
Pretty
brutal
gore, but
brutal footage.
without going too deep into our background.
Uh-huh.
You
Alright.
are
I'm Brooks. I'm
Yeah.
Tim's buddy.
and
And-
me, Tim.
We met each other at
Yeah,
Hillsong Church, which
Mm.
probably hasn't had the greatest greatest it's not too good in the news, but yeah, we did armed security at Hillsong Church, and and now we're best buds, and I'm checking out Texas.
tell me, and I obviously know you
Yeah.
and our viewers your background specifically. Let's kind of contain it to should we go-
Background like with firearms or background?
Yeah, just overall. Like, should we go political?
Sure. Yeah.
So you give us your political affiliation and why,
Okay.
your beliefs, it's saying,
Okay.
and your training, formal training, non-formal training that you got. So
That's fair.
We would have
I would say politically definitely more conservative. I'm Christian, so that's I all my beliefs are based off of biblical beliefs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely lean more conservatively. And in regards to firearms, I didn't really have any formal training until we met up with those Steve in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, who trained us to be basically a bunch of sharpshooters for Hillsong Church. Which is
Nothing wrong with
wild saying that out loud.
that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'd definitely say that's where I got all my formal training from, and
Okay.
then just continuing to shoot on myself and teach myself a lot of things, but no military, no law enforcement. I'm just an average Joe.
I'm pretty sure you underestimate yourself. Anyway,
Thank you.
so back to that video. So basically, and once again, I'm gonna link it in so people would able to see. It's a very violent, very quick encounter. I do
Will
believe
YouTube allow you to link that in the
I'm-
description?
I'm gonna try to put it in. It's probably gonna be immediately like
That
or whatever.
Dude, that's I don't know if they'll let you slide at that, but it's pretty.
So
it's brutal.
I do believe they all run in kind of AR M4 ish rifle. One is suppressed, another has got like a mother. I guess he's blasting his bodies left and right, but it's kind of combat action, so they're not really that concerned about shockwave, you know.
Yeah, I think
concussion.
we can only speculate or Monday night quarterback it, trying to think like, okay, what is ideal for the situation?
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of those guys are. I mean, that's their life. That's war. Meanwhile, me, it's like, oh, I can't go to Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Like,
Oh, by the
it's
way,
not exactly.
in my so they would not, guessing who the fuck is that guy. So
Mhm.
I was Phoenix Police Department briefly. I am in the Army. No, I don't hold any combat MOS, nor I'm looking for it. And I'm a dry fire whore. I dry fire a lot, and that was kind of confused, surprised me into that video. That usually we kind of use, if we use walls, it's a solid wall. What is the drywall, wooden wall, whatever case. In their case, it's like a soil ground wall. So it's
What are you talking about for your army training?
No, no, no. I'm talking about the video.
Oh,
So-
okay, gotcha.
And that wall is like a wall with a trench.
Essentially, yeah, it's
Yeah,
trench warfare.
it is a trench. It's produced so much fucking residue. They're like pop, couple shots, and it's dust, and then like what is it, the fraction a little bit bigger than dust. So it's like zero. But the last guy who was running like with a little kid, like
Yeah,
poor guy. Come on,
Dude, it's-
situational awareness. Come on, dude.
yeah. It's. I mean, you got to think like it's so ugly. Like I mean, seeing body cam footage all the time on police activity or
Yeah.
going through Funker. Was it 530?
Oh,
Funker 350.
Funker Tactical. Yeah.
Seeing all those videos. I mean, it's crazy seeing like such not safe for work stuff like all over. Like we're literally watching a war through YouTube, and then but you also got to think like. Man, like these are essentially brothers fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like it's ugly at the end of the day. There is no there's a winner and a loser. There has to be.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a hard thing to swallow, to be honest.
Another kind of thing that also kind of struck me, you can learn all kinds of techniques, but without situational awareness, and that I'm kind of don't want to be redundant, but I would like to. It's also it is crucial to see and recognize, hey, that's a hostile, because the last guy he went like clueless.
Yeah.
I believe he sees a guy probably the corner of his eye when he started getting rounds in the side of his body, and the side placement. I think it looks like that was 5 or 6. So
Probably.
shot placement wasn't really that important.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was like up close.
Yeah, when you're that close to somebody, you just want to win the fight. Like,
Yeah.
That's one thing that I was kind of thinking about is this guy probably was thinking like he heard his buddies go one way.
Yeah.
The Russian offender, I guess, whatever defender,
Mhm.
where they were.
Yeah.
He was making his way down the hall, probably thinking those two guys who just got smoked. Like, where did they go? Fear, adrenaline set in.
Yeah.
So he's no longer thinking about I got to check my corners. He's just thinking I got to get this way, and then you make that one mistake, and that's it. And so I'm not trying to like. It sounds like I'm sympathizing for the Russian guy, but
no.
it's tough, dude. It's like it's an ugly thing when someone gets smoked either way. Like if it's a good guy, well, I guess that's not true. If there's bad guys that get smoked,
Yeah, who cares about that guy, being smoked? That's why I look in that encounter from tactical standpoint. What can we learn? I would rather not to find myself in trenches, trenches.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but either way, I don't care about those Russians. They could go and die.
Well, I mean, what about this? So you're from there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know that Putin is essentially a dictator. He's forcing people into the draft. So do you see it as if the people who are going into this war, they don't really have an option? I mean, can you leave the country that easily if you don't want to fight? Are these people victims of propaganda, or a lot of the times is it, hey, it's your own fault?
So I've seen the FSB. It's like internal security service in Russia.
Was that like KGB or CIA?
Yeah, that was former KGB.
Okay.
So they also heavily work with propaganda in informational warfare, and they trying to make it as it's a war of just Putin itself. So he's a representation of evil. And I tell you this, that war got wide support in the public. So people are saying, "Oh, we just Putin." No, fuck no.
Really?
Yeah, and it's people like who's like openly support. We all is a one or something like that. You know, don't bash me for translation. So I do believe people who don't want to participate in shenanigans, they can get the fuck out from the country. People who are still, you know, have a ties or patriotically driven, they are still there. They going into that conflict openly, knowingly that they're going to kill their Ukrainian brothers, basically.
Yeah.
Because I do believe it's the same nation. It's a Slavic nation.
Yeah. No.
So
100%. That's
and
like, sorry to interrupt. I think
Yeah.
that's the saddest part about all this is that
Oh, yeah.
essentially these are two neighboring countries that literally could have been solved by a trade agreement. I mean, I think that's why this would have never happened if Trump was president. Because I mean,
Yeah,
they
I would agree.
I mean, I don't know if you heard about those 600-700 Russian mercenaries. They were in a zone they shouldn't have been,
In Syria.
I think so.
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
And Trump authorized a strike, and all of them died. And Russia said, "We don't know who that was," but they're testing the waters. And Trump said, "That's what's going to happen." And now we're seeing that we have weak leadership in our own government, and I wouldn't say we're directly responsible. I would definitely say it could have been prevented, knowing that we have a strong.
I wanna comment on that one, but because I'm still in the armed forces, I cannot comment on my commander.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm just, but no comments.
Can you even post this if you're? Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, as long as I've been respectful to my leadership.
Yeah. You're like, I love you, Joe Biden.
No, can I be critical of them? I think I'm stepping into like dependent determination, and I don't want to be how shall I say, a victim of some leadership who decide like to be a proactive. No. So but I agree with what you said. I do believe that the Russian guy, Trump, got a little bit of connection. Not Russian. What is that intervention with the voting results? I think that was a complete utter bullshit.
Yeah.
But rather he spoke like a businessman, and he got a little bit more understanding from Russians. Although still, they were looking in that direction. 2014 intervention. That's President Obama, and this one, unfortunately, this current administration.
Do you think that Obama because Putin invaded Crimea under Obama?
Yeah,
right?
2014.
Do you think that there was any correlation there to the leadership, or do you think that was more so, hey, this is?
I think that was an opportunistic step more than anything.
Okay.
Because at that time, Mr. Obama, he was 2 years in office, in his second term, right? So
yeah.
So he was not looking for re-election. It's already been proved that was his second term. Hard to say. Maybe that was opportunistic. Like, they see the window of opportunity, they strike on it. Not sure.
Yeah. That's definitely more geopolitical. I don't know.
And that's one of the things that, since we're kind of shifting towards American politics, that would kind of make me sad that a lot of Republicans. About my affiliation, I would not say I'm Republican because so many Republicans. When we got office, when we got a house, where is what is that Shush Act?
Shush Act?
Yeah, Shush Act. Safe hearing. So basically, legalizing or decriminalizing suppressors. Where the fuck is it?
Oh,
they were driving.
Wait, wasn't that Texas that did that?
No, that was on the federal level.
Oh,
that's why I started asking questions. I'm trying to say that was 2017. So we got presidency, we got House, and we got Senate, and they were dragging their feet. They were like, "Oh, we ended up doing nothing. The bill get dropped, and that's it."
Well, there's a lot of rhinos, and a lot of people would say one thing, do it, and that's what happened with Dan Crenshaw. He's the senator of Texas, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he
traitor.
He's basically. I mean, this is what I've heard from like David Goggins and all those other guys. It's essentially gossip, but he's saying he betrayed all of them, and he's not doing anything to assist his own former SEAL teammates. But when it comes to American politics, he's also betraying the American people. When it comes to gun laws, he's passing red flag laws. He's a two-face.
So hold on. Let's stay on the topic for a second.
Sorry.
Come back on the Goggins.
I guess I tracked there.
So, but I do believe the.
By the way, I'm drinking green tea, not piss. Just want to clear that up.
So, political landscape's changing.
Okay.
So you know who's Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Do you know who's comment section? I'm trying to say with Brett, a really nice cheek.
Brett Cooper.
I believe so.
Yeah, Brett Cooper.
So there's one thing, you see the trend and you're like, wait a second, is that a trend or I'm being delusional? So I watch her a couple times, but initially I become aware of that person because she went and she shoots with T-Rex Arms with Mr.
Really?
Botkin. Yeah, and I've seen it and I'm like, yo, what's up with that? How is that? Who the fuck is she? So look it up. Ended up she's a commentator for Ben Shapiro for Daily Wire.
Yeah.
And that was kind of very interesting because usually generally in traditional politics, if a person, a politician, he or she staying out of the cool side of the firearm.
True.
Yeah, remember Mr. Obama? He's that glorious photo. He's firing double barrel shotgun, and it's like really really talented photo. The casing get ejected and it's like a smoke flared. It's actually really cool. Watch it out. Not kind of Obama nor with the top bottom shotguns, but the photo is very good. And then I've seen Louder with Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
He's reopening his mud club. Well, let's put controversy.
It's like, this is all like YouTuber gossip.
Yeah.
Like, so this is what's going on in the YouTuber. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So then I find out I was watching his ad.
Yeah.
I've seen that Mr. Guns and Gadget. Yeah.
Mr.
Guns and
Gear. Yeah,
Guns and Gear.
yeah.
My bad. Guns and Gear. He's also in the team.
Team of what? What do you mean?
He's a team of creators for Mud Club. So two big conservative creators, Daily Wire, Mud Club, and they got at least one person who, one way or another, involved in a tactical, military, cool firearms training. And I'm like, yo, that is a trend.
That's a good thing. I mean, it's better for us for.
Yeah.
I mean, firearm owners, enthusiasts.
Well, I do believe we're gonna see some other dudes gonna get picked up. Those two gentlemen, I'm trying to say they're from Tennessee. Dirty Civilian. Watch their video. It's extremely talented gentlemen, very humble.
Okay.
And they, I was watching, what's his name? Oh my God, I cannot, get it from the top of my head.
Can't remember?
No, I cannot. So they did a 1 hour worth of conversation. It was like podcast, Ripcord industry. They invite interested guests, invite interested speakers, and they kind of rated. They ask how a civilian dude or chick get ready, get prepared. Not necessarily like hey bitch, I'm operate. That's a good song, by the way.
Dude, I think it's good to have any more people who are like John. What's the poetry? Warrior poet?
John Lovell.
Yeah.
Pardon my pronunciation.
It's just good in general for more people to more self-reliable citizens.
Yeah.
That's what America was founded on, people being able to take care of themselves, and then slowly we got used to the government taking care of us, and the more taxes you pay, the more benefits you get, and now we're starting to realize, wait a second, I just want to look out for my own, and that a part of that is self-defense, being able to take care of yourself rather than depending on the police department. I mean, out here, if you call the police, I'm guessing it takes half an hour, 20 minutes for them to come.
From over there, I would probably say 12, 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So
if it's a feds response from that side, I'll probably say the same.
Yeah, that's way too long. If someone breaks in your home, 12 to 15 minutes, that's.
And if it's a state trooper reacts, maybe he or she would be closer. But I would say over 10 minutes.
Yeah. You need to have that self responsibility with firearms and go out of your way to look up those YouTubers. I think it's a good thing that they're doing that, honestly.
I wish the other platforms would get same recognition as YouTube, because there's millions and millions of people watching YouTube, and let's say Rumbler, what is that? True Social. Or
True Social. That's
Social.
Trump's. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not there. I should probably make an account and start uploading there also. But it is so the for a lot of people and myself included, the money contingency would be one of the biggest, how shall I say, issues with just generating content.
Like monetizing the channel.
That would be one, and without good advertisement company or advertisement partners rather, yeah, there is no way someone would become full-time YouTuber.
Yeah.
And full-time YouTuber, that's dedication. You
Okay.
go talk with people, generate
Yeah.
content.
It's a slow and steady grind. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, and I mean, I don't do YouTube, so I'm not speaking from experience. But they all say you put in the grind for a year.
Yeah.
I mean, if we say this is our first podcast, right? I think we do this in another 12 months after doing, multiple videos. You do a bunch of reviews and just see, hey, where am I at? How many subscribers do I have?
Yeah.
And then, honestly, it may not be your main income, but you'll build a base of what you like to do, and I think that's the.
And
That's
that's
a nice
one.
thing.
It's also
Put this in the cooler
sure.
here real quick.
To become, from private citizen to become a public person. I think it's a huge step.
Mm-hmm.
Huge step where a lot of people don't necessarily want to do it because one time you were, hey, mind your own business, and now you're putting up whatever a channel, a video for everyone's discussion.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, YouTube is huge negative, kind of source. You put something and you see Lambrone. Oh, your trigger job is shit. And it's good for self-reflection. And when we start talking about politics, I believe kind of people like open up, and that not necessarily benefits you back.
Well, I mean, yeah, people are gonna not like what you do, regardless. There's always gonna be
Oh, yeah.
people who don't appreciate content or are super critical, but
Yeah.
that's fine. Especially the ATF agent who's gonna be in the comments going, "Hey, how many serial numbers you got on that thing over there?"
Oh my God! Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you're gonna be open to criticism, but it's part of risk taking.
Yeah.
You know?
We kind of discussed before about your experience in Dallas, and you kind of take. So, to be clear, you flew from Sacramento, so center of California,
Yeah.
to Dallas.
Yeah.
What was your expectation, and what was the reality that you were facing?
So Dallas is like the same thing as Los Angeles, dude. When
Oh my God!
Dude, when I showed up to downtown Dallas, I mean, obviously the homelessness isn't as bad, but maybe it's just the area I was in and the fact that it's Pride Month going on in Dallas. I'm not a huge fan of Pride festivals at all. I don't support it. And the fact that was, I'm probably going to get banned. Probably ruin your podcast to say that, but it's the truth. Yeah, so just being there, there was people weren't as friendly being in the city. Going to Nashville, I think it was a little bit different. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Right.
Dallas, the first thing that came to mind was it's a lot like downtown Los Angeles, or Sacramento. Just wasn't a whole lot that I found that was don't want to be. Whereas out in the country, out in the middle of Killeen, I love it out here. This is way different. But then I drove up to Fort Worth, and Fort Worth, that's a whole different city. It's way cleaner. There's a lot more. I saw a lot more boots in Fort Worth than I did in Dallas.
I would say, to kind of draw a comparison,
Yeah.
the Fort Worth in Dallas would be like Southern Sacramento and Folsom.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because it's like much richer, much, better maintained.
A little bit more affluent, I guess.
Better planned area.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm from Folsom, by the way, and it's east of Sacramento, and it's right next to Folsom Prison, Johnny Cash Blues, if you ever heard of it. That's usually the only way people know about Folsom. But
For me, it's like somewhere north from Sacramento.
yeah, it's out there. It's like the outskirts, but no, it's definitely grown, and it's everybody in the Bay Area is moving to Folsom, El Dorado Hills.
Yeah.
And
I would love to live in Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn's nice.
But it's like 30-40 minutes to drive if you working in the inner city,
Yeah.
which primarily us would do. But that area,
It's sweet, man. It's just enough. It's just big enough to where you can not meet the same people every day,
Yeah,
but it's not so big that you have to worry about crime.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
yeah.
It's, the guys in the Keltec department are just doing tons of cocaine, and they're like, "Check out what we got. You guys like this?"
And they collecting the what is that ocean plastic? And
Yeah,
more.
dude. It's the ugliest. Hey, if Keltec, if you ever see this video, what are you doing? We don't know.
You know, I still got a what is that RDB?
Is that Keltec, the RDB?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the bullpup, though, right?
Yeah.
That seems pretty functional or practical.
Bro, you know, I was like a big fan of bullpups, and then I realized that it's like hype for what? For extra like 50, 60 feet per second?
Yeah, you get a couple.
A little bit more stability? I don't know. But mine is like, didn't shot it. Anyway.
It's a couple extra inches. It's like, that's not a big deal.
Couple of strange.
It's not really a big deal, you know? Oh, man. I keep spilling water all over myself.
So about Houston. So I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, I never live in Houston, but I got a friend of mine who from there, so we visited kind of oftenly, and that was weirdest experience. We were walking through the downtown, and I shit you not, I've seen a McDonald's that's completely surrounded by a fence. It's got the gates. The gates were open, but it was weirdest shit that I ever seen. And I get used to like more like Sacramento setup of McDonald's. So you got a building, you got lawns, some homeless dude or dudess,
Guy hanging out.
yeah,
up
just
front.
taking a
Just
shower
wanna say
there.
what's up?
Yeah. But that was completely different. And I know it's just one person see one thing, and it's like, hey, what the fuck is
There's
going
a
on?
fence around it. Like, you got to check in. Here's your number. You know,
Oh yeah.
got barbed wire around the side. That doesn't sound
So
too.
so if you're gonna go there, and anyone living in the city of Houston, get out. What are you waiting for?
Well, don't say that, dude. I'm about to move. Don't leave.
No,
I need to find a wife. So if you're in Houston, what's up?
Here we go.
Talking about Russo Ukrainian.
Yes, they doing counter offense, counter assault, whatever. And they kind of pushing the front line, and I hope they're gonna be successful. Because at the end of the day, like it or not, but Lugansk belonged to Ukraine. Donetsk belonged to Ukraine. Crimea belonged to Ukraine, and that's from a Russian guy.
Oh.
I guess I'm no longer Russian.
Yeah,
Been
nice.
stripped from my city
Yeah,
from
you-
Russia. Yeah.
You're an American now. Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, man. That whole thing is just. It's a lot. A lot to think about. Like seeing a lot of those war videos, and here we go back from funny to serious. But like,
Yeah, I guess that swing's gonna be, moving.
I just hope a lot of those dudes know Jesus. I think that's like the biggest thing because when you got to think like in a blink of an eye, now you're standing before God,
Oh,
like,
let-
just like that.
Let me inject a little bit of
Yeah.
dark humor. Remember those memes when it's like someone a dude about to do something and it's like
Oh.
boom, he's on heaven. He's like, damn.
Like the
you're running like with a piece of shit again, like boom. It's in heaven.
oh. It was what's that one guy who did the tactical videos? You know what I'm talking about?
There's more than one.
This black guy in Detroit did these tactical. I think it's urban survival.
Colonor?
No. He did this ridiculous training, and he said
Oh, I know.
you gotta grab the gun and do this, do that.
Something aqua.
It's I think it's urban survival. Detroit
Oh
survival,
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
And then he says you gotta take the gun like this and grab it, and this guy tries it. And he says, "Give me a gun," and then
I'm
puts
in
it
heaven.
down. He's in heaven. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Those videos are just hilarious. Yeah, be careful who you find on the internet who says you
Trust.
should train a certain way
Yeah.
when it comes to fighting. That should always question everything. Too many people just accept stuff they find on the internet and then immediately think, "Oh, this person probably knows what they're talking about." You know,
Check their credentials.
yeah, question everything. That's why so many people voting for idiots or
was
Or-
swinging the boat. It's like,
yeah. So no, I mean, it just comes to thinking for yourself when it comes to self protection. Yeah, I guess we're all over the place. I have ADHD.
So, there's a phrase that's come, to my mind. I'm not here to change the world. I'm just question everything.
Yeah.
That was actually from Magpul Art of Precision Rifle.
Mm.
Oh my God, where's my 2008?
2008.
2008. That was like more than 10 years ago. 15 years ago.
15. That was
Oh my
15
God.
years ago.
But I think Art of Precision Rifle were one of the kind of latest series that they produced. So I think that was like 2011.
Okay.
I don't know. Check me.
What is the art of the precision rifle? What is that?
So what I really like about Magpul Dynamics, specifically those videos, so they approach their average viewer as a immature, start from the beginning. Let's establish like a baseline and let's build it. And the way they present it is, hey, step by step, and build a rifle in 2 hours. I doubt that you can do it in 2 hours, but at least with magic of montage,
Yeah.
they were kind of build the course in 2 hours. You could learn how to engage the target with just normal 308, normal quality of rifle ammo, engage 1,000 meters man-sized target.
I mean, that's basics. Engaging a man-sized target at 1,000 meters.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about that. I mean,
So
if you're using your AR, most of the time it's going to be. I mean, in a serious situation, it'd be for self-defense.
oh yeah.
You know?
If
For between 2 to 10 yards, not 1,000. Who's using an AR at 1,000 meters?
I mean, I would say people do use it, but the defense and
Yeah,
court.
the Navy SEAL who's defending his property. He sees someone who has a gun who's on his property from the other side, just 100 acres away. He goes, that guy shouldn't be there.
100 acres. That's too
Or-
much.
What would 1,000 yards be? How many acres would you need
I
to
do
have?
not know.
I don't
In
know.
the acre, that's measurement of aerial measurement to the length measurement. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
do not know either.
All I know is I like a lot of acres. If I
Yeah.
want a house, I want a lot of acres.
Bruh, we were for shit and giggles. A friend of mine, he was looking for a house. Well, or rather for land. He was like, "Hey, how much would it be a square mile?" That was like, I'm trying to say 160 acres. That was like, good luck to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong. 160
100 for how much?
a square mile. So a
Oh, it's-
mile and a mile.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't.
That's I would say this. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. And if you wanna,
Hey Siri, how many acres are in a square mile? 640 acres.
oh my God, I was
That's
like
way-
a six.
That's
Five
way
guys.
off, dude. 160. That's
160.
a fourth. Yeah, that's a fourth of an acre.
So 4 times
or a fourth of a square mile.
square mile.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
25%.
it's if you wanna have a property to set it up, a house,
Mhm.
and shoot on your property like a mile long shot, which I don't know. Good luck. I would say right here.
You could probably stack acreage, though. I mean, you could probably
You mean like make it
make it
narrow?
elongated.
It was like so. Why we started even talking about property? So people who move into Texas, I mean, sure, good luck finding the house. I mean, it's actually not that complicated as you think. But then at some point when you become a Texan, your goalposts start shifting. So you no longer want a house, you want a range, and on your range, you want a range.
Okay.
Because I tell you this, shooting 22 from the back of your house, I don't know. So you got.
Why did you say that on the podcast? dude?
No, I'm not
You
saying
can't-
that I'm doing it. I'm
Okay.
just saying a person.
A person you may know
Yeah.
who happens to
my
own
friend.
a 22.
My friend. So anyway, if he or she would, engage it, it is super cool. Just imagine. Let me, kind of draw a picture. Let's say late evening. It's like September, so it's not fucking hot. So you walk on the back of your property. You got a Bolt 22 suppressed, quiet ammo, whatever case may be, and you just quietly enjoy your life. got an adult beverage, or maybe you have a water. Doesn't really matter. You enjoy your life, and you just blink, blink, blink. No one's complaining. No sirens. We Nino. Stop resisting. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
reload.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So
You end
no,
up on a police
nothing-
activity
Yes,
video.
yes.
Yeah.
no, nothing like
That's
that.
weird. That guy looks a lot like him. Hold on.
Bro, that's the point. That's the point of peaceful and respectful coexistence.